2007 was to be the year of Cho's graduation. Everyone was discussing future jobs and prospects. Reluctantly, so was Cho.
As with many Asian families, the notion of not having employment is always very concerning to parents. So I did get that sense in the interview with them that they asked him, what are you going to do after your graduation? Do you need to go to graduate school? And he said, no. Okay, so should we find some work for you, or do you need help with that? And he said, no. So they probably were beginning to wonder what was going to happen. And so was he.
But the market for mediocre English majors is never very promising. And Cho couldn't come to terms with his own failings. Instead, he came up with a new fantasy that would end his misery and bring him a blaze of glory. A persona he called not Question Mark or Spanky, but Axe Ishmael.
He could not succeed. So he said, okay, how can I leave a mark in a way which no one can take away from me? And how do you do it in a way which would grab the world's attention? He was sort of moving away from this victim role of someone who the world did not consider sort of strong into creating a sort of a macho image for himself, donning this persona where the aggression towards himself and aggression towards the world are put together for this final act of revenge on the world.
He lays out this plan and his role in the plan. He begins to feel much better about himself. He begins to see himself as a person who can pull this off. He can do this.
Cho had captioned the photos he sent to NBC, and some of these photos with their accompanying text have been released, with the swearing excised.
Oh, the happiness I could have had mingling among you hedonists, being counted as one of you, only if you didn't the living out of me. You could have been great. I could have been great. Ask yourself what you did to me to have made me clean the slate. Are you happy now that you've destroyed my life? Now that you've stolen everything you could from me? Are you happy now? All the you're giving me, right back at you is hollow points. Don't you just wish you finished me off when you had the chance? Don't you wish you could have killed me? Let the revolution begin.
Once the fantasy gets to a certain point, they're all the enemy. Doesn't really matter specific names anymore. You're striking out against society, against a situation that would not include you, would not allow you full participation.
And so it was that after months of planning and playing at being a killer, Cho left his room